iron deficient? If you're pregnant or postpartum and you're iron deficient, or your OB or midwife has said your iron is low, or they've suggested that you take an iron supplement, this video is for you. My name is Alex Wachelka. I'm an international board certified lactation consultant and perinatal nutrition coach. That means that I help pregnant and postpartum moms through their breastfeeding challenges and decode this overwhelming confusion around nutrition so that they can have the most nourished pregnancy and postpartum and feel their optimal selves. In my practice, I would say about 99% of the moms that I work with report that they're iron deficient. I myself have had 3 babies and I've had issues with my iron on and off. And so because I was seeing so many people who were iron deficient, I needed to find a way to help them support their iron levels. So iron is a nutrient that many people throughout the world, millions of people throughout the world are deficient in. Women especially, because we have a monthly cycle, so we have the blood loss, but also we typically aren't eating as much red meat, and there's many other reasons, but iron deficiency is really common during pregnancy and postpartum. But common doesn't mean it's normal. It's not supposed to be just brushed off like, yeah, you're iron deficient, like, you're pregnant, that's expected. No, because what happens when you're iron deficient is your body starts to get depleted and you start to feel signs and you start to see signs and feel symptoms of it. So you could be way more exhausted than you actually need to be. Yes, pregnancy is hard and draining and postpartum can feel exhausting, but to a certain point. Like, we don't have to go through our every single days just feeling completely depleted and exhausted. During pregnancy, your blood volume is doubling. You have so much more blood because you're growing the baby and the placenta, and that all requires iron. Iron is essential to deliver oxygen and nutrients to your body, to your baby, so that your baby can grow. It's also a really important mineral in their neurodevelopment and their cognitive function. And postpartum, if our iron levels are low, it can affect our hair loss. So postpartum hair loss is normal to a certain extent, and iron deficiency can make postpartum hair loss worse. It's also a factor in postpartum mood disorders like postpartum anxiety. It's also a factor in low milk supply. And it's also a factor in how you feel every day, what your energy levels are like. It's just one piece of the puzzle, but iron is really important, and not many of us are getting the right information from our care providers to actually know how to increase our iron levels beyond just taking a supplement. But there is things that you can do. The type of foods that you eat matter, because there are some foods that are higher in iron, and they have a type of iron that is better absorbed. So if you're eating a certain food where that type of iron might not be well absorbed, then we've got to pair it with something else. I'm being sort of cryptic because I have all of this information available inside my free blood building blueprint. So I put together this incredible guide to literally walk you through the importance of iron during each trimester, including postpartum and breastfeeding, to give you examples, like real concrete examples of foods that are high in iron, both animal-based and plant-based. I've included recipes and how to actually put this into practice in your day-to-day life so that you can begin to start to increase your iron levels through food. So the link for that is available below. It's completely free. You're going to download it and get it immediately, and you can start going through the guide, make some of the recipes, and begin to increase your iron levels, because your nutrition, especially during pregnancy and postpartum, matters too.